Hey everyone, welcome into Fantasy Filmball. I'm Matt, with me is Dylan, and today we are going to be discussing the new Elegance Bratton movie, The Inspection. So, Dylan, you saw The Inspection this week, finally, after all this time. It is on your Filmball team. Let's just quickly discuss, what were your general thoughts about this? I saw this movie at TIFF, I really liked it, and I know you've been highly anticipating this for a while now.
Yes, and I really enjoyed it. I fully believe Elegance Bratton's going to do great things, and you can see the seeds here. There's so much creativity, there's so much passion, there's so many little things throughout the movie. My favorite thing about this movie, though, was its style. I just love how you know this story. This isn't a new story, while it is a very personal story to Bratton. The arc of the story isn't something very new, but I just love how he brought a new flavor, a new type of feel to it. And that's all encapsulated by Jeremy Pope's amazing lead acting performance in this movie. And I'm just so happy.
Golden Globe nominated.
Exactly. He got recognized at some major award bodies with the Golden Globes. Will he continue to get recognized? I would have hoped for CCA. That didn't happen. We'll see, but I'm just glad he got something. He's amazing in this film, and I really enjoyed this one.
The thing that I like about this movie is, so The Inspection, obviously, this is the story of a young gay black man who joins the army as a way to hopefully prove to his mother something to her, to hopefully gain her love and her respect for him. The thing that I like about this film so much is that despite the expectation going into this film being that, oh, we're going to see this man suffer homophobic attacks, we're going to see him go through endless torment, the film ultimately is not about that. And what I appreciate so much about the film is, yes, it acknowledges these problems, but at the end of the day, the thing that makes this film so special is that it's not a film about pain. It's a film about finding self-acceptance. Because if you can't accept yourself, then it's very hard to find acceptance from anyone else, or to be happy with the acceptance from anyone else. And I liked that although a lot of these people were absolute asses to the main character through a large chunk of the film, in the end, we know that all these characters have each other's backs. And that was powerful to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think the last 10 minutes of this movie really deliver on what you're kind of building to throughout the whole time, but the last 10 minutes really cements it. You see that these people do come together as a community, as a family. They're supporting each other. They may have some roadblocks along the way, and they may not be on the best terms with each other, but you realize which type of people do have your back and which type of people may not have your back. And they may not be the ones you first feel like on first instance that the people you will connect with the most. Yeah. Another thing, in addition to Pope's performance, I thought the ensemble here was great. Raul Castillo's always a great pop-up whenever he's in a movie, but Bokeem Woodbine I felt like was a very just scene stealer. He encapsulates this villainous, evil type role very well and really delivers a great foil to Pope's character, and they have some great back and forth throughout the film.
Yeah, the thing that I really found interesting here is that despite the fact that Full Metal Jacket's DNA is clearly running through it in this training camp, this boot camp that they're going through in the military, it differentiates itself a lot from Full Metal Jacket. It's not just like, oh, hey, we're watching Full Metal Jacket but with a gay main character. It genuinely feels like Elegance Bratton is bringing his own experience in, and he's showing both his love for the military as well as the things that he kind of questions about the way that things are run, which again I think is so interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of just this is a ridiculous thing to say. I'm not the biggest fan of the military-industrial complex. Like, who is the biggest fan of the military-industrial complex? Duh. But yeah, I mean, this is one of the first films that kind of made me understand, like, it's not a film that makes me go like, oh, I'm gonna go join the Navy right now. Like, you know, it's not a Top Gun, but it makes me understand what people get out of being in the service. It makes me understand the connection and the camaraderie that is found within these places, especially for people like the main character who are coming from very broken homes and broken lives, who they find family in these places. It's not chosen family, but it's family.
Definitely. I second a lot of what you just said there. French's development from the first scene where we see him walking the streets and the subways of New York to his final scene at the end with his mother, played by Gabrielle Union, is just, I think, a great story. And it's a quick movie, too. It's just over 90 minutes, so it's a very fast pace. Once this hits home video here shortly, it's one that it has a huge recommendation for me. Even if this is not the type of movie you necessarily like, I think there's a lot to be grasped here, whether it is something that Matt said about just seeing why people may join the military and the Marines and stuff, and then just getting a lot of just great acting. I feel like everyone in this ensemble really brought their A game.
Yeah. It's a very empathetic film, is what I'd say. Like, it's a film that truly allows you to understand these characters, to understand what they're going through, to feel deeply for them, and then in the end to feel joy for how far they've come. Like I said, it's a film that I expected going in would be about pain and trauma, but it's not. It's a film about joy. It's a film about connection. It's a film about bonds, and that's beautiful.
Well, what would be beautiful is some more Jeremy Pope nominations throughout the award season. Sadly, I feel like we probably hit our capstone with that, and for other awards chances, it's just some more Elegance Bratton first feature nominations, but obviously those wins are going elsewhere to After Sun. But overall, any other places you could see this maybe pop up through the rest of the award season?
I mean, I could see a surprise SAG nomination. I could possibly see a surprise BAFTA nomination for Jeremy Pope.
I could see that too, yeah.
But ultimately, is this going to make the Oscars? No, but what I will say is I think Elegance Bratton will win an Oscar one day. I don't think it'll be for this film. This is Elegance's first feature film. I don't see the Oscar coming for this one, but it's going to happen. He is such a goddamn talent behind the camera, and especially behind the typewriter, behind the keyboard, whatever. This man can write a script.
I can't wait for that day when he gets his first Oscar nomination as well.
I am so excited.
I really like this one.
I just want to be like, I'm on this guy's side. Elegance Bratton is like, seeing him talk at TIFF about the movie, just, this is someone who I want to see succeed. You know, he's just so easy to support.
Well, everyone out there who has seen The Inspection, drop your favorite part of the movie. What really drew you in? Was it the acting? Was it the style? Was it the screenplay? But we are all looking forward to Elegance Bratton's next movie. But until next time, my name is Dyl.
And my name is Matt, and this is Fantasy Filmball.